And pepperoni rolls, and probably some liquid refreshments. The Mountaineer faithful ready to go here in Morgantown. And the Mountaineers will boot it away to start the game. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And, Jesse, they've got a quarterback that, if he can get into a rhythm, can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make play.
Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Off the RPO, complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
And the Sun Devils want to crank the tempo. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Sun Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Sends it back in motion. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Got his man. Fighting off the defender. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking for the goal line. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Sun Devils line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mountaineers offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Offense working from the pistol. The give to the tailback. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to bully their way for the first. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The running back has it. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Using the quick game. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And the Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw again. Got his man. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And guys, how many 1st downs is that just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on second down. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Henderson. Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Mountaineers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Law. Turns it on in midfield. Turns on the Jets. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it first and 10 just outside the 20. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Law. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Grab behind the line. It's Meadows. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Trying to pound it in. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. How about this defense just wrecking the offense on the last two plays and forcing a third and goal? Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he motors over the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Bringing the heat. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Unloads to the right. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Smashes it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
The Sun Devils will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. No one in the vicinity as he makes the grab. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Mountaineers want to move quickly.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Mountaineers! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Right on the money. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
That's caught. It's Jones. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the grab. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. The Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Gonna look downfield again. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. This time he's got it.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, still going. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Might be changing the route. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. On target. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Looking to the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll leave it with the lone back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Dropping back, it's Henderson. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
They kick it away on fourth down. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll leave it with him. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Okay, ready?
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Here's the handoff. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get in the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down...
Oh, he's got some space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touchdown, Arizona State! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finds a crease at the 20. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the ground. He's got it again. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
They'll move the tight end. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to throw, it's Henderson. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Mountaineers moving quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He's got an open man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's long. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum.
Touchdown, Mountaineers. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You've got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker, it's Jones. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And that is incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Dropping back, it's Henderson. Out of the backfield, he's open. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to go up top on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. You can't do that. An illegal forward pass will cost the offense 5 yards. Now on 2nd down. Wants to pass the clock an enemy. Going for it all. And it's incomplete, and the final drive comes up empty, and the ball game is over.